You're watching Sports Tonight on Channels Television. You can be part of the live conversation by talking to us on Twitter. We're Channels_Sports. On Facebook, we're Channels-Sports. Toby, let's go to Uyo. We know that when the team won the Federation Cup, the governor made a lot of promises. And the governor has come on live TV and his broadcast, he says, look, I have released monies, because the players were promised 2 million naira, if I'm correct, and houses. And house, And the governor says, look, I've given this, but the players are saying, we've not seen anything. What's going on?
Yeah, really, really shocking, because the players have been asking questions. We haven't seen what the governor promised us. I mean, they fought out very last season also, defeated Nobi. I could record that brilliant goal from Arakon. I mean, they deserve what they worked for. And the governor said, you guys are entitled to 2 million naira each.
And a house.
And a house, and then they are not getting it. But, I mean, this is shocking, Austin. If the governor can come out and say, few days after the declaration, he has approved the payment and also the houses. So it is very sad. I don't know where this is hanging. The players are really sad at this moment.
Yeah.
I mean, the management needs to check on this and make sure they solve this immediately, because psychologically the players are down because they feel disappointed by the leaders in the state. I mean, it is very, very unacceptable. And also for the governor, you don't need to just say it and go back and sleep. Now you need to check where is the stuff hanging, what is really wrong. And then those that try to play pranks on it should get punished, because what happened in Nigeria is when you try and do all this stuff, you go scot-free. They should check them and they should get punished for this, because we're talking about over 35 players that sweat for this and officials that sweat for the travel on the bad road, a lot of hard work put into this one, and they won a major title
that
for the first for a long time in the history of the club. I mean, these players deserve to get this. I mean, the management and also the club sponsor, which is the government of Akwa Ibom, needs to checkmate this. We need to get to the root of this immediately. Very important.
Talk so much about the special appeal to the government of Akwa Ibom State. The players of Akwa United, they're asking questions. They want to know where the money is promised to them is hanging. And the house also, the governor, His Excellency Emmanuel Odom, says, I have released the money. There's no problem. But the players can't see. So what's going on? Let's checkmate that. Let's take care of players' welfare. Olawale, let's do this one with speed. We'll get ready for the 2018 FIFA World Cup qualifiers. Zambia, they have announced a provisional squad for the Super Eagles. It means they're getting ready.
Sure. It shows that the teams in our group, they're not taking it easy. Early preparation, early release of players, gets players ready for the task ahead.
Wow.
So I expect from our coach Herrera to do the same thing too. Let's know the players that will prosecute our matches.
Olawale, are you worried?
I am worried, because the group is a killer group. It's a group that if we don't go to the World Cup again, our football would sink to the lower abscess of what will have been since 1980. We have to be there. We have to be there. We have the talent to go there. With the likes of Alex Iwobi, Kelechi Iheanacho, what they are doing in the EPL, Ahmed Musa, we can go there. Moses Simon, we can go there. But the major problem we've been having, the Achilles heels in our national team, is preparation. Putting the right things in place at the right time. Let me tell you something, Austin, in football, with the presence of football all over the world now, every nation, every club, they try to get the best thing done at the right time so that the players will be with the right frame of mind to go to the pitch and get the result. You don't win football physically only, mentally, psychologically, and with your 12th people, that is the supporters. And this is the right time for us to get it right.
And if you're not doing the right thing, the 12th man will not follow you.
They won't.
Because right now in Nigeria, a lot of football fans, they have expectations. They say, what's going on? Are we getting ready? Because we're not going to be at the Cup of Nations. It's unthinkable that we will not be at the World Cup. Wow.
So we have to get things right now. Now and again, the problem with the Nigerian supporters and the Nigerian fans have been having is that we are now accustomed to bad news from NFF. It must stop. Because it is creating an apathy to an average Nigerian fan. But if you can get good news down to the grassroots everywhere, the momentum will be there and fans will pump into the stadium and they will give support to our players. But if all these things are not there, if you continue to get bad news every time, this one is being taken to court, this one is being removed tomorrow, it will affect our national team. We can't go on like this.
I totally agree with you. And when Toby actually said with the football that we're giving so much attention, we're not getting what we need, guys. Unfortunately, this is where we have to stop here. Toby, thanks so much for coming
been a
around.
pleasure.
And of course, Ola Adesola, thanks for coming.
You're welcome,
I see
Austin.
the way these guys are leaving me. They're making me ponder what's going on with football in Nigeria, but it's okay. We'll cool down with some highlights from the German Bundesliga. And when we come back, my colleague Yemi Adebayo will be joining us. It's all about Yaya Toure versus Pep Guardiola. Sports tonight on Channels TV. Don't go anywhere. Stay. Okay, some action for you from the German Bundesliga. Remember, you can still be part of the show on Twitter channels, Sports Facebook channels, I Facebook. My colleague Yemi Adebayo joins us now. Yemi, good to have you on the program.
Yeah, it was a pleasure to be here.
I know, and the drama continues in Manchester City. Yemi, first, I don't understand. Okay, let's begin with Yaya Toure quitting international football. Is it because of what's going on in Man City? Psychologically, is there something wrong?
No. At that age, you don't want to combine national team duties and club football. If you get injuries at that age, you don't recover easy. And club football is a bit more brutal. Your national team can understand if you lose form, maybe patriotism and all of that. But club football, once you're not in top form, and it's already happening to Yaya Toure. But once you're not in top form, I mean, clubs, they pay huge amounts of money for these guys, and they want them to deliver.
That's right.
They don't want them to go and play for the national team and get injured. And for him, I think he feels the most sensible thing to do, especially after, winning the height. But of course, trust me, if the Ivorians qualify for the 2018 World Cup, it might just change his mind. We've seen a lot of players do that.
Then it's just 35, and Yaya has a lot of quality in midfield.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And the experience will count. So I'm saying, I believe he still has something to give Cote d'Ivoire.
It does. It's just he can't carry the weight now. That's why he feels. I mean, let me just give you Eric Larsson, Sweden. 2002, I'm going to stop. I'm going to stop playing. 2004, 2006, 2008, 2010. It still came. So it's like that. I think it's just the burden. That's what he's trying to.
Sometimes national pride and glory, passion also.
Yeah.
Okay, but Yemi, now it doesn't seem that way with him and club football. Sadly, cannot retire now with club football, but it's not going well for him with Pep Guardiola. Pep Guardiola, Dimitri Selok is talking, but wants Yaya Toure to apologize.
I mean, look, no matter how objective you are, your opinion on this issue is going to be tainted. I'm going to be careful with my words. I mean, a lot of revelations coming out now. When Yaya Toure was to leave Barcelona in 2010, it was, reported that, that he told Yaya Toure that I was going to a useless club. For want of a better word to use, because the words that he used are not printable words. I can't say that on here. And the agent of Yaya Toure is now saying 6 years down the line, after Yaya Toure has gone to Manchester City and turned them to a powerhouse in European football, they are winning the English League, they're in the UEFA Champions League final. Suddenly Pep Guardiola now comes to Manchester City and he feels his player deserves some respect. And as an African too, I'm thinking. But the word on the street is, can Manchester City play without Yaya Toure and win? The answer is yes. The answer is yes. Is Pep Guardiola arrogant? You begin to want to look at it. What's really happening? It's not just Yaya Toure, Joe Hart in recent times. Because a lot of people will also say, I mean, we've seen Claudio Bravo.
Nasri knew he wasn't going to survive.
You know, so all of these issues. I think for me, I think Pep saying that it demands an apology. I think it's just a big excuse. It wasn't going to include Yaya Toure. But what most people should know is that because a coach doesn't play a player doesn't mean the player is not good. That's right. It's all about what the coach wants. And I think Yaya Toure understands that, and that's why he has not said anything. But you know, the manager, and let's also add that Dimitri said, look, it's like a father figure to Yaya Toure, and you can understand.
A businessman.
Well, throw that in as well. You can understand why he is angry. But Yaya Toure, being the professional that he is,
and still wants to play football.
And let's not forget, in January he gets the chance to
go somewhere,
sign a deal, and he's going to go for free in June. So all of that, it's in the picture. Yes. But Pep, I think, before coming to City, already knew what he was going to come and do, and Yaya wasn't in his plans. And you can understand Yaya is growing old. He's not mobile. He can't be playing 3 games.
See the speed Manchester City is playing with now.
He can't play 3 games in 10 days like he used to. So from that angle, you can. It's a premeditated mindset from Pep Guardiola. But we'll see where all of this takes us.
We'll keep monitoring the situation. Yemi, sadly, you're here tonight to address drama. Let's go to Rome. We know that Rio just hosted the 2016 Olympics. 2020 we're going to Tokyo. What's happening to the bidding process in Italy?
It's sad, you know, because Hamburg has pulled out, and one other city, as Boston as well, has pulled out as well. And, you know, as high as the Prime Minister of Matteo Renzi of Italy has been campaigning for the city of Rome, only for the new mayor to come into office and say, if we host the Olympics, we're going to live in penury, we're going to be in debt, and so we're going to put this on hold. But the bid committee are saying, where is this coming from? Wow. You come into office and the first thing you do is
to withdraw your support.
No, I'm withdrawing my support from the city of Rome. And Italy is in quite a disarray as we speak. I don't know if the Prime Minister will wade into this. The bid, the guy is making the bid as well. It's confusing. I know. It's confusing, really. But we see how everything pans out. Because I feel if someone as high as a Prime Minister comes into something, he must have looked with all the information at his disposal. And I'm trying to wonder if politics, you know, we need to sit down and say, do they belong to the same party? And, you know, all of those things. It's a national embarrassment, if you ask me.
It is, yeah, because you shouldn't even be looking at the economic benefit first before saying that City will go into penury, we're not going
to... Look at how Brazil saved face with the Olympics and the Paralympics. In spite of all their problems, they made sure the show, and those who had to pay the price. That's right. But they ensured that the show went on. And now, you know, someone as high as Prime Minister coming out, you say the Prime Minister doesn't know what he's saying, you know, all of those issues.
But that's it, that's life. While we're waiting for who's going to host that of 2024 in Tokyo, they have already raised the flags for the Olympics. They cannot wait to host the 2020 Olympics. That's it right there. While we're in disarray in Rome, in Tokyo.
These guys are organized. I told you earlier, they will raise the bar. This is the flag raising ceremony. You know, the Paralympics was just concluded, and you know the torch arrived from Rio. Now we are in Tokyo, and you know, 3,000 people witnessed this. You have active and retired Olympians and Paralympians were there. The Japan flag.
Just the raising of the flag.
The Japan flag in the middle. The IOC and the IPC flag, you know, side by side. It was a good ceremony. And we just have to wait. Tokyo, we have something great is going to happen. They're going to put a show for us.
We cannot wait. Yemi, thank you so much for coming on the program, addressing drama. Yemi Adebayo, can talk about Yaya Toure and, of course, what's going on with the Rome bid. And, of course, you, wherever you are in the world watching sports tonight on Channels TV. Sorry we couldn't take much of your tweets tonight, but keep those comments coming on Twitter, Channels_Sports, Facebook, Channels IFA Sports. That's the show. On behalf of the ever-winning sports team at Channels TV Sports Center in Lagos, Nigeria, I'm Austin Okonat. Now, talking sports is so much fun. So, in everything you do, remember, keep talking sports. Bye for now.